What's going on, y'all? So listen. How to get away with murder. Listen, you know, I like this show. I actually love this show because the show is pissing me the fuck off. The show is pissing me off in a good way because it's so many twists and turns that I don't know where. Bitch, are we going or coming? Because I can't tell you. I really can't tell you what the hell is going on. Because every time you think you got one part figured out, another thing pop up and you left like, what the fuck? At the end of this episode, I'm sitting here like, what the hell is happening on this show? So, it starts where it left off last week with Laura on the phone with her mama. Je m'appelle, oui, mamie, papi, papi. I said, wait a minute, she French too? Okay, so they just holding this whole conversation in French. And, in the midst of that, Annalise get a phone call from Connor. Because I forgot to put in there that last week, Annalise told them to find a face case, okay? And the last case in person and file that they came up on last week was Nate Leahy. This is Nate Leahy Sr., okay? And so, Connor is telling her that he's been in jail for 33 years and this could be Nate's father. Oliver hacked the system and said, yeah, this is him and all this shit. And so we get back to, Annalise like, look, bitch, I ain't got time for this. Annalise is trying to go over what the fuck is going on. How come Dominic's phone is, your mama got Dominic's phone number? Girl, they like brothers. I mean, they like mother and son. I'm sitting here like, what? So they been communicating all this time. She was like, Dominic told her everything what was going on. She knew she was gonna be down here and all this stuff, and the knew that she was pregnant because Dominic told her, and it's just a lot that's going on. And you know, and at least at this time, it's just she's over it, over all the shit that keeps popping up. And Laura want to do this. She want the mama to come out there. She want the mama to get on the stand. She telling her, bitch, you got to slow the fuck down. You are the reason that we are in this fucking mess as it is, okay? Let me do my goddamn job, all right? You need to trust me. So she was like, all right, okay, fine. We gonna do it your way. And she was trying to convince her that, listen, mama can help. Mama can really help us, all right? So you got the kids over there at Michaela and them house trying to get Laurel together, and they talking about the whole case and talking about Nate's case or whatever. Laurel trying to get her outfit together and prepared and all this shit, and Elise over there trying to figure out whether or not because they was talking about the recording too, trying to figure out whether or not Laurel actually knew about the recording. Laurel said, bitch, I did not know about the recording of Wes. And it was like Connor said, you mean Christoph, okay? And after that part, Annalise over here talking to Nate, trying to convince Nate to go and see his father to get his father to sign on. He was like, he's not a pretty person, okay? He did what he did. He, petty stuff, and he go to jail, go in and out of jail. And then the last time he goes to jail, he winds up killing an inmate. So therefore, he's been in jail practically my whole life, all right? So that's what it is. He's not a model citizen. He's not a model inmate. Nothing like that. You can't make him your face case. She said, I don't want to make him my face case, okay? I just want to go down there and help him. That's what I need you to do. Like, come on. He needs to be part of this. And so, of course, it's Annalise, so he's going to go ahead and do it. Meanwhile, they're waiting on Annalise, Michaela, and Connor. They waiting on, and Laurel, her mama, Laurel's mama. She pops up. Everything's all good and everything. She's telling Annalise, thank you. You was being more of a mother to her during this time than I am. So let's just get the whole case proceeding out the way. I'm going to just go. The first day, they get there. Laura gets put on stand. First of all, when they first get into the courthouse, we see the daddy over there talking, Laura over there, and the dad has a way of saying things that will fuck you up and actually have you thinking, well, damn, is Laura really crazy or is the daddy really making some sense? Now he's saying that he didn't kill Wes, and he said all this shit that you doing is gonna bring shame on the family. It's a shame what you doing to the family. And I said, bitch, you took her son. You falsified reports and you took her son. She don't even have a name for that baby yet. She hadn't even hold her baby. She didn't even see the baby with her own two eyes yet. That is a travesty in itself. And then, he was like, give me what I want and we can end this shit. She said, bitch, I don't have those hard drives, all right? So I don't know what it is that you want, okay? I don't have what you want. And that's when he put out there that he didn't kill Wes. Do y'all believe that? I don't know. Like, he lying. Everybody lies on this show. You just can't tell. So, they get Annalise questioning Laurel, her background, the mom background, the drug testing and how she was positive and she wasn't positive for the drugs and all this shit. Woo woo woo. All her monthly drug testing and crap whatever with the kid. Okay, fine. The dude that was playing the daddy's lawyer, he is if you used to watch Heroes, dude with the glasses, Claire Daddy, the cheerleader, that's his ass. I always want to pop that goddamn mole off his face. It used to irk me so much. But the course they trying to question her, make her seem like, she was crazy. Well, you was up in there, you was exhibiting extreme hypothermia, you was hospitalized in a psych ward for 5 days, you was this, you was that. And all these questions and stuff and things, allegations that they put in that Laurel, it's all stupid. It's stupid because everything that they're trying to flip the situation. Why was she feeling hypothermic or whatever, or going through all these issues? And she was in a hospital ward because, bitch, first the fucking all, she had the baby too soon. She had the baby at a 2 months too early. All right, you didn't ask or didn't check and see how the baby came about. And I'm pretty sure the doctors could have went in and checked and see exactly how did it happen. And they could have said that, hey, it was not drug use. But of course, they're not gonna do that. They probably know that it's not drug use, but they being paid off by Laurel's daddy to say that it's the cause of drug use, and that's not the case. We all know how it happened, and they know how it happened. And so Laurel is like, bitch, I love my son. You took my son without my goddamn consent and shit. All I just want to do is have a chance to be his goddamn mama. And at certain points, the daddy was listening to what Laurel was saying, and you could see him kind of feeling bad for a second, and then it goes right away, because the daddy is one of those people who likes control and he needs to win at everything. Okay, so now Laura will get to coach her mom and keep telling her mama, quit speaking in French, you need to speak in English, you need to get this shit together so when you get on the stand you can be all to the good. She was like, who the fuck are you? This Frank, bitch. She ain't, Laura never told her about Frank like that. She sure enough knew about Wes because Laura talked to her all that time. So, the mom and Frank, not the mom and Laura go do the court or whatever, go do lunch. They come back. The mom was supposed to testify at one point. They can't see, they don't know where the mama at. Laura go looking for her. Annalise runs into the mama outside. And the mama is basically telling her, Annalise is basically telling the mom, are you sure you really want to do this? If you don't want to testify, that's fine. I'm sitting here like, Annalise, what the fuck you doing? Bitch, is you trying to destroy your case? Because Annalise is giving off mixed things too. Like, she's like, maybe Laura really is crazy, okay? We got to see what this is going and hitting for. I'm just sitting here like, what? Okay? Before they do the mama stuff, they had came back, and this is still in day one. They came back and put Laura back on the stand, and her daddy was out here. Her daddy's lawyer was out here, questioning her about, okay, well, you was in a rehab. What was you in a rehab for? Well, I was in a rehab because I had a eating disorder. But you sure it wasn't for the cocaine and stuff that you used to do? Listen, bitch, I did dabble in cocaine a little bit, and that was only to suppress my appetite or whatever, but it was never a habitual thing. It was never to the point where I got, so addicted to it and I needed help for it. Never that, so you can quit trying. Then this is where he had me fucked up and everybody else in that courtroom. Bitch. So how many men have you slept with around this time? I said the way he said it, and at least Shona spoke up and said, bitch, Your Honor, I object, because this bitch up here trying to make it seem like that she a fucking slut, like you slut shaming and all this shit. Mind you, the judge is a woman too, and she was like, bitch, I agree, you need to rephrase that question. She was like, okay, let me take it back. You had a paternity test done. How many men were you sleeping with? That's what I'm saying, because you had a paternity test done, and not only did you have a paternity test done to see who was the father of your baby, which is true, you also inquired about an abortion. So you was thinking about not having this baby. Okay, is that what it was? She was like, I have my right to choose and right to do whatever it is with my body, and that's, they giving me my options. That's what they always do when you get pregnant and shit like that. It was like, oh no, you was doing this so that you can, you do your drugs or whatever so you can have the baby early, and you was trying to kill the baby. The way that lawyer flipped that shit on her, I was sitting here like, bitch, what? What the hell is going on? It feels like I'm losing a case. Okay, and at least I'm not used to you losing shit like this. What is happening? And, they had to object and get this shit back on track, and it was just a mess. I said, you gonna do this to your own daughter? That goes to show ain't no love between, well, at least Laura ain't got no love for him, because that was fucked up. After this, it'll be like, bitch, it's a wrap. Don't ever call me for nothing. You want to cut me out the wheel? Cut me out the fucking wheel, bitch. We are done. Okay, what you won't do is make me look like something that I'm not on this stand. Okay, when it gets to the dad, to the mom, after Annalise had the little pep talk with her, basically trying to discourage her from getting up there on the stand. And it was all a tactic, okay? Because Annalise got up there and was like, so you a good mom? You think Laura will be a good mom? She was like, yeah. She was like, so how can you judge that Laura will be a good mom? Were you a good mother? It was like, I did this and I did that. But Laura, according to Laura said that you was crazy as fuck and you was never really around and really not that much of a mama to her. Laurel and the mama looking at Annalise like, bitch, what the fuck are you doing? I'm sitting here like, Annalise, where you going with this? Please make it make sense. Make it make sense, okay? And she just kept on going in until she was badgering the mama to make sure that she go ahead and tell the truth. Like, bitch, tell the truth. Were you a good parent, okay? She was like, no, I was not a good parent. At first, it was making her look bad. But see, she was building up the defense for Laurel to make Laurel look good. Because yes, I had mental illness. I was doing this. I was drugged about my mind. I was, medicated sometimes. And I did this and I did that. But let me tell you something. Yeah, I woke Laurel ass up at 3 o'clock in the morning just to go paint the pool house. Shit happens. So what you trying to say? Because I had mental illness or people with mental illness are not good parents or whatever? She was like, no, I just want you to admit that you was a bad mama. She was like, you damn right I was a bad mama. You want to know why? Because I was fucked up. And Laurel, she was the better mother to me than I was ever to her. She bathed me. She cooked for me. She washed out for me. She made sure I took my medication. That's how I know she'd be a good mother. I was like, oh, okay, I see what you doing, Annalise. Bitch, warn the motherfucker first, okay? So they set that up real nice. And then when it came time for the daddy's lawyer to start the questioning of the mom, he said, no questions, Your Honor. And I said, wait a minute, that's it? That's it? What the hell is going on? So after this, we get, Nate finally went down there with Annalise to go see his daddy. His daddy is played by Glenn Turner, I think that's his name. But, Captain Ward from Different World. He was chained up. They said he'd been in solitary confinement for the last 2 years. He looked like he was just, oh, it hurt. What the fuck is going on? He looked like he was just out of it. Like right off the bat, I was like, are you sure he's mentally there? Because he did not look mentally there. And when he finally sat him down and they started talking, he never looked up at Nate. He never acknowledged him. I was like, is he playing a game? Is he not gonna lie and say hello, son, or whatever? I know Nate said they haven't seen each other since he was 15, but still, what the hell is going on? Why are they acting this way with each other? And Annalisa trying to explain to them what's going on and about the case, and because he fits the criteria of having 15 public defender that always told him to plead guilty to stuff. There was no one around who told him or who there was witness to him saying what happened when he had got into it with the inmate and the inmate died. It was just them taking the words of the guards, not the witnesses from the other inmates who saw what happened. And so at this point, she was trying to make her case, and it was like, do it for Nate or whatever. It was like, Nate? Who is Nate? He said, do it for your son. My son? My son? It was like, yeah, Dad, Nate. it's me. I'm right here. He looked up at him finally and he said, my son, bitch, you stopped being my son when you became a pig. Okay? You know what a pig is? It's worse than a bitch to a white man. I said, it's a bitch for a white man. I said, well, shit. Get that pig out of here, bitch. Get you pig out of here and take your hoe with you. I ain't signing nothing for no fucking pig. I said I ain't know a pig equal bitch up in white man speak. That was news to me. I was sitting here like, the way he said it, it hit me so hard. I was like, what? And when he said, take your hoe out of here, take that hoe too. I said, oh Lord, this ain't gonna happen. Bitch, I felt so sad for Nate Leahy Jr. Okay. NLJ, he was just standing there and them eyes was watering, but he would not let them teardrops fall. And I said, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to feel hurt because you hurt. So let that hurt flow. You know he went home and he cried. He cried in the shower and he probably cried himself to sleep. All right. So after this, Annalise, they do have a little after the whole courtroom debacle shit. They do who do they put back on the stand? Let me fast forward right quick. They put Isaac on the stand. Isaac was the third witness, okay? And he was gonna be the counselor, drug counselor to, you know, uh, um, agree with the fact that Laurel needed to be out. She's a good mom. She's a good person. She's not exhibiting signs of depression. She's not exhibiting signs of somebody being hooked on drugs or anything like that. This is what they're saying on the stand. Meanwhile, before they put him on the stand, Annalise was like, they're going to start asking you this and asking you that. She was like, I know all this stuff. So they were prepared for some stuff. They asking him questions. Okay, whatever, fine. Annalise do her little questioning and say what it was, and then when it was time for um um the defense to get up there, not the defense, the plaintiff, which is Laurel's daddy, they get up there and they start talking to him, and they was like bringing up his background. Are you really qualified to do this? Okay, so you a drug counselor, but yeah, you all of a sudden wanted to become this after you was addicted to what? Heroin, right? Okay, and then not only that, bitch, they went so fucking deep that they went and brought up the shit about his daughter. Now, I'm confused about that. Like, bitch, did your daughter commit suicide or did you kill the daughter yourself? Okay? Because shit ain't adding up. That's what you are supposed to do. You're supposed to create reasonable doubt, bitch. And they created all type of reasonable doubts up in my mind. I don't know which story to fucking believe. Because dude said, oh, Annalise kept on saying, why are you in his personal life? This has no bearings on this case and all this shit. Well, this is a witness. This is a professional person that's supposed to be giving his opinion. So we need to see where his judgment is going at. And then they open up a case on your daughter. Yeah, they said that it was suicide. She passed away. On what? Pills, right? Oxycodone, which is an opium that an opiate that's similar to what? Heroin? I was like, what the fuck you getting at? And it was like, and where do you get the oxycodone from? I was like, it wasn't for the mama. Okay. And then they found some new footage. I said, oh, they just now finding footage that, you said you saw, you called the cops, and you didn't know what was going on and you found her like that. But you come to find out you actually called the cops 15 minutes later. And I said, what the hell is happening? So now Isaac is on stand and Isaac is about to be brought up on charges. What? It is just a lot that's going on. I said, this is not how things are supposed to be working. So now the DA about to open up a new case on Isaac. They finna reopen that shit. Dude was like, so what was you doing? What did you do? You killed your daughter? Were you molesting her? Were you touching her? You didn't want her to say nothing? I said, whoa, them big accusations. What happened? Wait a minute. Where did you come from that? You just really jumped all the way to the left. What the hell happened? Like, Isaac, answer the questions, because, bitch, I want to know. When they let his ass get up off the fucking stand, Isaac then went home and probably shot up, because he was not answering his calls, not answering the door. We saw him in that chair, and he was sweating, and it looked like either he was drinking or he had shot up, and he just, fuck sobriety at that moment. I said, ain't that about a bitch? Broke this man. And you want to know why? Dealing with Annalise ass, okay? Annalise, get these niggas. Annalise don't kill nobody, and she really don't fuck with nobody. But when the men get up into her life, she get her clutches in them so deep. She fucked their lives up. She fucked that. Sam is dead. Okay, you know. Nate lost his job and then got his job back. Their relationship is contentious and shit. You know. Now this motherfucker, he done went back on the sauce, bitch. It don't make no sense. Okay, and at the end of the day, the verdict came down, and because they had to dismiss Isaac's testimony that was positive and would have worked in favor for Laurel, they had to grant the custody to the dad for the time being. And then they had to come back to trial to do the visitation shit. That was fucked up. But one more part that was going on, of course, you know, the kids, the boys, Isaac, no, Oliver. Oliver should have been dead a long time ago. I'm sorry. You cute and all, but you irritating as hell, okay? Oliver could have been dead a long time ago. And this whole, I'm feeling guilty because y'all, we helped set up this innocent man who actually had a crush on me. So now we need to come up with $15,000 to get a lawyer to get the parents a visa so they can come out here and be with that possibly brain done child. Bitch, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Get him off the show if he gonna keep on bitching like this. They was up there, you know, celebrating because Annalise had told Nate to go back and try and get his father on board. And he was like, why? He don't want to. Bitch, I'm trying to make him my face case. Didn't you just say at the beginning that you didn't want him as your face case? She said, bitch, he ain't gotta have a pretty jacket on him. No, he gritty, he grimy, he showing the system because she comes up with the defense about the mentally ill. Like, bitch, obviously something ain't right. He been in solitary confinement for 2.5 years, and there's studies showing that doing all that shit, solitary confinement, it will fuck with your brain. And then you seen how he was acting, the outbursts and all this stuff. So of course Nate is gonna do what Annalise said. He go up there, and the daddy still talking shit about him being a pig, but he eventually, you know, went along with Nate. He signed the paper. He went crazy in his little bunker because he couldn't find his picture, but he found the picture, and it was a picture of him and Nate when Nate was younger. That was cute and all. So Nate bring over the paper and signed it, and go over there to Annalise. It was like, hey, can I take you out to dinner? I said, oh, what's going on? In the midst of all this fuck shit, you mean to tell me some sex is finally happening? Now see, on Scandal, Olivia gets too much sex. On How to Get Away with Murder, Annalise ain't had no sex. No fucking sex in 11 episodes. Nate finally broke down and got back on that Annalise crack, bitch, and started kissing. I said, go ahead, Black Love. All right. Power to the motherfucking people. Until Annalise said, no, I can't do this. I said, damn. Shit, I just really wanted to see him take his shirt off. I ain't even gonna lie. The bird in me just came out for a second. But yeah, he was like, I mean, come on, goddamn, but it is what it is. You know, when she gonna call him up for that. Now she know whenever she want it, it's available again. Bitch, okay. So Bonnie was at the job and she was looking up West Case or whatever and trying to find his cell phone because what uh come to find out, they find the cell phone number because they're trying to find out the connection between Dominic and Wes. They find the cell phone number on the case, and we see his dead body, quote unquote. And then she was writing some stuff down, and she notices that the mouse on the screen is moving, the clicker. She's not moving the mouse. So she looking up like, what the fuck? Somebody is hacking into her computer and controlling her stuff. And this is when she notices that either the office is being bugged, her computer is bugged, and then, you know, they was on the phone, she was on the phone with Asher and them. And that's when they was in there looking in the house for bugs and stuff too. And she was talking to Frank and trying to get, you know, Frank was like, I'm gonna protect you and all this shit. He steady. Frank been forever trying to get back in people's good graces this whole season and towards the middle of last season too. I'm tired of it. Let Killer Frank come the fuck back like in full force. You know, he growing the beard back. Let him grow the hair back so he can just get his kill on, okay? Because it's the daddy gotta die. When Way Frank was looking at the daddy in that courtroom, when he turned around, the daddy was shook. He knew he meant business, okay? But at the very end of the episode, this is what fucked me all the way up. So Frank was talking to Annalise and was like, was it Annalise? No, Frank was talking to Bonnie. This is when they was talking. And he was like, we trying to find this connection between Dominic and Wes and who else, what other conversation they had. And so far, we don't know of any other conversation because there is no recorded call or nothing else, no messages, no nothing going from Dominic's phone to Wes' phone or vice versa. Okay? But he said, we do know that he met up with somebody. And it was like, who? The daddy? And it was like, no, mommy. And then we see a picture of Wes on this side of the bench of the table and mama right here. I said, bitch, what the fuck is going on? Meanwhile, at the same time we found out about this, the mama is up there trying to comfort Laura, talking about something, Wes will be back. Notice she said Wes will be back. I was like, wait a minute, what? And then she cleared it up and she was like, baby Wes. And I said, no, that's not what you meant. Say what you mean, girl. Do I need to get Annalise up in here to get it out of you like she did on that stand? Okay? Say what you mean, girl, and mean what you say. I said Wes will be back. Stop playing with me. We already don't know if he dead or not, for real, for real. Quit putting these ideas. See, this is what I'm saying. You just don't know. You don't know at this time. I just don't know. And then on that preview for next week episode, when they said, bitch, the mama and the daddy working together, I said, what the fuck is going on? Bitch, I'm mad. We gotta wait a whole fucking week and we probably don't get it. Can y'all tell me why shit is going off next week? Like, stuff ain't really coming on next week. It's either it's coming back on the February the 11th week or not next week or the week after. Like, what's happening? What's happening? I know the Super Bowl this Sunday. I don't give a shit about that. So y'all tell me what's going on. Oh, I'm exhausted. I'm tired. It's done too much for me. Okay, y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. And let's put some theories down what y'all feel is happening. Do you think it's all a fucking game, bitch? Well, I'm telling you, if Wes pops the fuck up right about, I'm done with the show and be like, are you serious? So this whole fucking time, you had bitches in their goddamn feelings and this motherfucker was sitting back here watching everything play out. Bitch, let me get off of here. I'll see y'all later.